everyone, I'm Jessica Kramer with MRC-TV. Today we're speaking with musical artist Natasha Owens, whose song Trump Won reached #1 on iTunes and #5 on the Billboard charts. Natasha, thank you for coming on and congrats on the success of your song.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a fun ride the past month.
Yeah, it's definitely a comedic song. I love the music video, especially with the music video accompanying it. Did you expect it to do so well when you put it out last month?
I didn't. I expected, we knew that we were going to get suppression from big tech. And so I expected that we were going to have a hard time getting it to lift or take off. And that was not the case. We went right around big tech, and the people, I guess, showed not only big tech, but the music industry that we can't be silenced, and it's still spinning pretty heavily. So we're thankful for that.
Well, I actually wanted to ask you, have you gotten any negative blowback from others in the industry because of the song?
Oh my word, you have no idea. I live in Texas. I don't live in Nashville, but the Nashville market for contemporary Christian, as you're seeing as well in country, is very progressive, very woke. And they are too progressive for their audience. And so when I did a patriotic album last year, I got a lot of flack for that. I got a tremendous amount of flack for doing a Stand for Life song. They think I'm too pro-life in the Christian community, which is very funny to me. And then the Trump Won song really just kind of put the last nail in the coffin in the industry for me, because it's a very anti-Trump city. So yes, it did quite a bit of damage to me, but it was worth it.
Well, absolutely. But I'm a little surprised that you say that country and Christian music is more progressive than their audience.
Yeah, I see it more in contemporary Christian than I do country. You're seeing it a little bit with the Maren Morris and the Kelsey Ballerini and some of the younger females in country. But the audience is not woke or progressive, and that's the same way with contemporary Christian. But with contemporary Christian, you can pretend to be one thing on stage and then be who you are off a stage, and you can hide that. So it doesn't come out very often, because Christians usually don't participate in the political scene. So their views usually don't come out.
And I was also surprised to hear you say that about having a pro-life song, because Ray Lynn recently had her pro-life song out there, and it was doing pretty well, I thought.
Yeah, well, that's country. In contemporary Christian, they're afraid I'm going to offend someone that's had an abortion. I've had radio stations try to fire me off of events with the promoters because they thought I was too controversial on the pro-life stance. So I'm just in shock as to the way I've been treated by some of these industry people this year. But it's okay. I'm blazing a path that not many people have done. Lee Greenwood, I think, was the only one that blazed a path quite like mine. So we're going to just do something different, I think.
Well, it's also funny because it seems that the Trump market has kind of carved out its own genre in music. There's been a lot of Trump songs that climb the charts in recent years, including the recent Justice for All by the J6 Prison Choir. You know, do you think that these songs are doing well thanks to support of the base, willing to support artists who stand to being politically incorrect?
Absolutely. They are tired of being censored. I think most Americans are. We don't feel like the wokeness that's coming out, that describes a very small percentage of Americans. I think the true heartbeat of America is for freedom. We just want to live in prosperity and happiness, and that's what the America First movement is. And so they've responded in just tremendous numbers. We've had over 55 million views when you combine them all together just on the video alone, just for my song, not including the others that have hit the charts. So it's definitely the majority of Americans, and they are coming out, I think, to send a statement that they're tired of being pushed back and censored, and this is not how they feel, and they feel like they want somebody to stand for truth, right, and fight for freedom, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do.
I'm trying to imagine what folks at Apple are saying when they see these songs on the top of the charts, beating out people like Miley Cyrus and, et cetera. What do you think is being said in those corners?
I think they're absolutely freaking out and trying to figure out a way to censor it. But there was 3 songs on the chart, the same with mine, and all 3 of them were kind of saying the same thing, fighting for freedom, and they got too big too quick. Well, when they get that big, it's hard to censor without people really noticing, right? They do these little glitches. We've been taken down off of TikTok. We've been taken down off of Facebook. YouTube will not allow me to advertise, and they keep taking away likes, right? I mean, they just disappear in front of your eyes and comments. So they play their little games and hoping that people won't really notice, but they can't completely take us down. And I think they've been in complete shock. I know we were.
Has President Trump reached out to you? What does he think of the song?
He hasn't reached out to me, but he truthed about it several times and kept retruthing it. So he got it out to the people that were paying attention to his Truth Social. And so to me, that's a sign that he embraced it. He knows who I am. I did a concert for him at Mar-a-Lago back in November. And so I just want to be on his rallies, and I'm hoping that he will embrace it enough to invite me to sing live for those events.
I mean, I could see it as his 2024 campaign slogan and anthem.
Oh, absolutely. But I have a new song that's going to be coming out soon called There's a Change Coming, and I think that will be a good one as well for him. So we're just going to keep pumping out these songs. I got a Second Amendment song coming out, and we're going to put them on an album towards the end of the year and give them a home.
That's exciting to hear. I was actually going to ask what's next for you, so we can expect new music.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I've got the Second Amendment is a song I'm very passionate about because I'm very passionate about our Second Amendment. We won't have a First Amendment if we take away our second. So we've got that song coming out. I've got a new version of the Star Spangled Banner coming out, and then That Change is coming, and then a song really that talks about our Bill of Rights and why we're free. So just stay tuned because we're going to be pumping them out one after the other, and we'll just see if we can get around big tech and go to the top of the charts on those as well.
That would be awesome to see, and we can't wait to watch. Thank you so much for coming on, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
God bless you guys.